Hello everyone, I'm Zihao Shang. Today I will give a speech on SPAC and the new disclosure rules of the SEC. First, I will outline how SPAC raise funds and how their take provide companies public. Then I will introduce the new SEC disclosure rules and the impact of these rules. First, the SPAC sponsors establish a shell company without any specific business. SPAC raise funds through IPO, and the funds are deposited into a trust account. Investors typically receive stock and warrants. Then the SPAC goes public as a shell company. The management team will seek out provide companies with potential and public needs for mer mergers and acquisitions within limited points after going public. After the completion of merger and acquisition, the acquired company displays the shell company and officially become a public company. Compared with the traditional IPO going public method, going public through the SPAC take less time and can avoid many of IPO procedures. Less information about the company can be disclosed. The cost of going public will also be low. Public attention is more focused on the background of the SPAC sponsors rather than the company's business operation. In conclusion, the companies can go public more quickly and easily through this approach. Due to the recent decline in the success rate of SPAC mergers and acquisitions and the poor performance of SPAC stocks after the completion of mergers and acquisition. SPAC transactions have led to heavy loss for investors. The SEC is conducting more reduce revenue of SPAC mergers. Some new disclosure rules have been introduced. Specifically, the new rules will require companies to provide detailed disclosure regarding the activities and the relationship among SPAC sponsor affiliates and the promoters. Liability issues regarding target companies, underwriter issues, projection and forward-looking statement. Statute of the SPAC transaction as a sale of securities to SPAC shareholders and enhance financial statement requirement. SPAC sponsors athletics and promote public shareholders, target companies, and the SEC as stake, stakeholders will be affected. Due to the increased information disclosure requirements and heightened responsibility, the supervisory pressures on SPAC sponsor promoters and athletes has risen, and their arbitrage comparabilities have been restricted. Uh, Investors can option more detailed information, enhance their investment judgment, and project their own right and interests. The target companies need to submit a complete financial statement and has structured disclosure application. It increases compliance burdens and enhance market trust. The SEC can more effectively identify identify risks and regulate SPAC prevent fund. The new rules have enhanced the transparency, detail, and compliance of financial statements due to the constraints of responsibility. The misleading nature of the financial statements will be reduced. The financial statements that the target companies need to disclose will be consistent with their required for IPO. Reduce information asymmetry and help investors make more rational investment design. It help prevent fair or misleading predication from influencing investors' judgment. It helps investors make a clear decisions on whether they should redeem their stock or continue investing. Reduce potential conflicts of interest and correct a fairer competitive environment. DWAC is accused of making materials false statements to the SEC in its IPO, and the proposed merger with TMTG. The SEC statement that the WAC failed to disclose that it have already formulated an acquisition plan and was in the process of acquiring TWTG before the IPO, thereby misleading the investors and the SEC. If the merger with TMTG or any other transaction is completed before January 1, 2025, the WAC must pay a fine of $18 million. The SEC has acquired the global financial survivors from Cantor Fitzgerald of crossing to SPAC. It concludes to issue a misleading statement to investors before their IPO. At each SPAC IPO, Cantor Fitzgerald personnel has already begun negotiation with a small number of potential SPAC target companies, but the Cantor Fitzgerald repeatedly stated in public that it has not yet identified or approached any potential major target companies agreed to conduct alleged to violate the term and pay the survival penalty of $6.75 million. Overall, the new rules effectively correct a fair competitive environment, enhance the detail of project information disclosure, enable investors to have clear information to judge investment to judge investment. Thank you, everyone.